Back, everyone. It's a program that our next guest says can change your life. Imagine losing up to 40 pounds in just 40 days. Dr. John Thomas says it is possible with NutriMost. He's the director of Vibrant Life Health Center. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Yes, always.
So what great stories do you have for us today?
You know, we have some great stories on the show here today. We've got 30 patients here. They've lost 964 pounds collectively. Now, these are patients that really wanted to change their life, and they really have. And that's what's really neat is so many people I meet, they've been afraid to take that step to make a change in their body and make a change in their lifestyle and their life and their health. And that's what it's really about, is their health. And these people have stepped up, and man, have they done a great job.
I bet you hear really interesting stories and emotional stories about what brought them there.
I do, always. You know, it's really an emotional task for them to come in and change their life like that. You know, a lot of people have a fast life. We live a fast life. We live fast foods, you know, and all those types of things. And a lot of people think it's just the foods and the fast life that's making them the way that they are, obese and those types of things. And there's a lot more to do with it than that. And that's why we see the situation we see in our country today, where we have a lot of people that are 70% that are overweight, 30% that are obese, and that's growing. When it's $192 billion is going to be the cost of handling the conditions and health challenges of this issue.
Which is what you see as a chiropractor. You see people coming with back issues, with pain, and a lot of that has to do with their eating habits and their health. And a lot of them, once they're in pain, then you can't work out, you can't have an active lifestyle, so it just seems to be a domino effect.
It's a domino or a downward cycle, and then they just kind of lose hope. Well, you know what, we're here to give that hope back, because we don't have to worry about those things, because we involve the entire system of your body. You know, it's not entirely about calories in, calories out, or this step or that step that makes it a change in your body. You want to solve the real problem, and that involves all your organs and all your minerals and vitamins and how your cellular structure is working, you know, the hormones and the neurotransmitters in the body. When you have a system that looks at all of that, now you're talking about fixing the real problem and the real system in your body. And when we correct that, that's where your body starts to burn its fat on its own.
So how do you figure out what's going on in the body in order to be able to make those recommendations to the folks to be able to fix it?
That's going to be the technology that we utilize. It's called biofeedback. We talked about it many times, and it literally can talk to the cells in your body. It goes a virtual stimulus in there, there's a response, and we can, from that information, determine exactly to a pinpoint where in your body we have challenges, imbalances, hormones that aren't functioning properly, neurotransmitters, and then we can go back and program the proper frequencies to go back into your body and balance those things back out. So your body is going to be in a neutral, and the systems that are involved in controlling this situation are back in operation.
What do you mean by reprogramming it back to neutral? What does that mean? How do you do that?
Basically what it is it's going to determine exactly where your disruptions are in your body, what's not functioning properly and what's out of balance. And then we're going to actually program the exact things we need to go back into the body using very specific carrier fluids and resonant frequencies. These are very, very specific things that we put together in the program, and this will balance your body back out and put you back into a neutral so that the organs, the hormones, and neurotransmitters are actually functioning as they were supposed to be.
And what do you mean by frequencies? How do you put frequencies back in to get things?
It's a great question. We utilize the technology that's been used for lie detector testing since the 1940s. It's called resonant frequency. It's just like if a pollen entered your body, there's a frequency response from the cells in your body to that, and we can read that, and now we can actually talk to your body. It's literally like asking your cells questions and getting answers back, and that's what's amazing about it.
Now, clearly we've talked about how you find food disruptors, certain foods that may trigger you to gain more weight or not be able to lose weight. But when you say hormones and other things in your body, how do you go about correcting those so that the whole body is working as one effectively?
That's a great question, and it's really by utilizing...
I'm full of them today.
Yeah, oh, you are. You're hitting me good today. But you know, it's about finding out what the frequency response of those hormones are. If they're actually hypoactive or hyperactive, out of balance in a sense.
Hypo is slow, hyper is high. Folks, yeah.
We can actually determine how high or how low they are and what we need to do to bring them back in, so we can balance that right back out and right that ship, so to speak, so that it's functioning properly. It's an amazing technology that unlocks the body. It's basically like cracking a code in your body to unlock your body's ability to burn fat.
And you've brought folks on the show before who just brag about how they've been able to keep it off. It's something that they've been able to easily adapt into their life. But just like I've asked you a bunch of questions, I'm sure folks out there probably have a lot of their own questions. What should they do? What's the next step that they should take to get some of those questions answered and find if this is the right fit for them?
That's a great question. There's tons of ways to get a hold of us. You can always call the office at 683-8177. You can visit our Facebook page, and you can also connect with us online at vlhcjax.com, which is our website. There's tons of information out there. We're always publishing publishing all kinds of information to educate people.
And you
so
have
it's
a
out there.
special for our First Coast Living
We do
viewers,
$27 for a body composition analysis where they'll sit down personally with me and I'll go through how this system can change their lives.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. John.
You bet.
Always good to see you, and we'd like to thank Vibrant Life Health Center for sponsoring this segment. To learn more, visit, as you heard, VLHCJax.com or call the office at 904-683-8177. All the information's there on your screen.